It's still big shit, but whatever. Alright, so everybody gonna have a close view about whatever the fuck I'm talking about. So it was 5:59 2 seconds ago, but it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and of course I just did my daily routine. Even though school is out, I don't have to take my kids. My son is gone, my daughter's at home, and I don't have to drop really many people off but her father. So I want to talk about, because I only have 8 minutes, so I want to talk about exactly when it comes down to people working against you, and the fact when people that supposedly love you are the ones, and when you're down, and the ones that really like supposedly love you, they turn around and they try to make you worse than what you are. And the reason why this subject is a topic today is because of the fact that I'm at the lowest of the low. Like, I don't tell people my business. I don't let people know what's going on with me. So people, a lot of times I'm told I'm very selfish and self-centered because I do not engage with people's conversation when it come down to me and what's going on with me. Just because, I mean, it's not your problem, and 90% of the time you're not really going to help me. And they'd be like, oh, you don't never know who can help if you never open your mouth. True, but all I ask people do mostly is to really play for me, because anything else that's happening with me is something that I have to deal with head on, whatever. So I'm very level-headed, as you can see. So, you know, I'm more so a person that's always helping others when they're in need, even if I don't have it, or even if I'm going through whatever I'm going through. So I want to talk about the two topics I just announced. Was basically when people supposedly love you and you're already at the floor, they always trying to push you down and meet the devil and shit. And then also when people working against you. So like, I have a great, like, you know how most people like, I feel vibes, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes people just use their tingling spidey senses, as they call it, and they can possibly feel when somebody's being not genuine. Like, I don't really care for people that's not genuine. Like, if I have to sit there and I have to beg you to do anything, or if I have to, like, indulge you to, like, basically blackmailing you to do anything, it's not worth doing. Because at the end of the day, if you have to go a 17 extra distance to order to get a person to realize what they have in their corner, or you need the type of help and support that they also want to tell you that they always have for you, it's kind of hard. Like, you're supposed to tell people what's going on if you need it, and then, like, you know what I'm saying, probably make them remind them about what's going on. But after that, like, if you simply brushed it off, or you looked past it, or whatever situation may be, then therefore it's not meant to be done by you. That's how I look at things. Like, I'm a firm believer of a lot of things, and genuinely, I'm a very genuine person. Like, I do, like, people be like, oh, Chanel probably a showboat. No, I don't show off shit. Like, I don't give two fucks, but I am a facts-based person. Like, I remember a lot. So if you sit there and you look at me and say, hey, how you in that situation, and that's kind of fucked up that you do your kids like that, or it's kind of fucked up that you put yourself in that predicament, remember back when I actually helped you, and your helping you made a hindrance on me. So therefore, now we have to talk about it, because now you're looking at me like I'm sidetracked and I'm fucked up, or my priorities is fucked up, because I didn't help you out. I bent over backwards and made sure that you was good, and now I put myself in a fucked up predicament, having faith and belief that the Lord is going to protect me and get me wherever I gotta go regardless. But don't come at me talking about, well, how you get yourself in that predicament. Bitch, this is the reason why. Is because I helped you out. So don't look at me and say, well, how that happened. Fuck you. But especially if I helped you. But so, like, I'm a firm believer of genuine. I'm a firm believer of karma. I'm a firm believer of facts. I'm a firm believer of remembering a lot of things, only because I had to deal with so much when I was a kid or whatever. So there was a lot of shit that I was not able to do that I have to do today in order to keep myself in a level productiveness of society and saneness. So with all of that being said, people that work against you, you can feel it. Like I know when somebody's literally not attacking me per se, like physically, but I can tell when somebody's literally wishing me to be at my lowest of the low. I know it. Like, hands down, I already know that shit. And it fucks me up because it's normally the people that's supposed to love you unconditionally, like your spouse or your parent or some shit like that. And they say parents are supposed to be very hard on you because they don't want to see what you're going through. True. But sometimes some parents, they're stuck in their own perception of life because of what happened to them, and they actually push it on their children, and they make their children to making it seem as if they're going through the same things that they went through. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that happens, we understand this, but parents have an issue with whatever they happened in their past life, and they push it on their other kids. I'm a firm believer of not repeating the same patterns. Okay, I had a kid early, my mama had a kid early, but there's a lot of things my mom do that I don't do. Of course you can't change your parents, and of course your parents is going to be part of you in your life. You're going to be your parent at some point of time, and I am, when it comes to silly, crazy, goofy ass shit. But a lot of stuff that I will not do because I observed and dealt with all my life, I do not do on my kids at all. Like, that shit is prohibited, period. So people don't do that. And then people that actually have issues with the ones that's supposed to love you, and they're trying to make sure that your face is actually the cement at this point in time when you're down, those people are a disappointment. So I get a disappointment feeling more than anything from the people that supposedly love me. So, you know, it's not many people, but it's a good few of them that it's like, you're supposed to be helping me, not hindering me. But they have a history of their hindrance, so they put it upon me, and they make me seem like what they went through, and that's not what's happening. So with that being said, it's nothing I could personally do about it but pray these people off, because pretty much you're my enemy. But with me having a good heart and me of a person that I am, I can overcome it. So people, if you got somebody that's praying against you or being against you or putting you at the bottom of the food chain or supposedly love you and want to see you do horrible in this world, you have to pray for them. Like, that's the only option you got. Like, people get all these psychedelic, trying to be karma, trying to revenge bullshit back. That stuff doesn't work, unfortunately, because a person that cannot understand how you're living to what they lived, they won't understand it. And there's a lot of things called bipolar depression and motherfucking schizophrenia and bipolar. Like, that's my next subject, but I can't say it right now because I'm almost out of time. But people that supposedly love them and want to do, you know, the unnecessary, oh, I'm here for you, anything you need, call me, blah, 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 blah. Be careful who you talk to, regardless of friends, family, strangers, whatever. Not everybody, literally, not everybody's there to order to see you come above. A lot of people are jealous. A lot of people don't want to see that happen, especially if they never came a grips of their own life. How is they supposed to be happy for yours if they can't be happy